And I'm Melissa, and this episode is all about SummerSlam Axxess 2013. SummerSlam came and gone.
As we all know, it's now at Cuba.
Yep, we all had a really good time. We did all 3 sessions this year.
In the pay-per-view and SmackDown.
In the pay-per-view, it's been a good year. Mainly because this weirdo over here got a job.
Working the same 2 cars this weirdo.
But it's double the paychecks, double the, double the stuff we're able to do. One of the things we were able to do this year was we were able to buy VIP for the one and only Shawn Michaels.
I love that man.
Which was awesome. Yeah. We have been watching him since we were kids. So,
he was nice. I loved him.
Really nice, really friendly guy. Even though the line took forever to get through, he was really nice. Thanked everyone for waiting. Very nice, very friendly guy. Very relaxed, chill guy. I know I had heard a couple things. People were maybe not so nice and said he wasn't friendly or whatever. He was nice to me.
He was nice to me.
I have no complaints, so, I don't know their stories, but,
the only difference was this year they did premium VIPs, which was odd, and I would have asked for some of my money back.
They had advertised premium VIPs. They would be meeting in a different area inside Staples Center. Apparently, I guess that didn't happen. It was really weird altogether. They also, what they did is they had so many VIPs, they were having them sign at regular tables.
Yeah.
When we walked in the very first session, the Shield was the VIP signing.
But
they were signing at the regular table right next to where we were. I mean, they weren't, you still had to have the VIP to get into the line, but it was very weird. Usually, the years before, VIPs were always up by the ring.
The only person that sold out was John Cena.
When we got there Saturday morning, they had told us he was the only person that had actually sold out. But it was a very weird kind of, very weird. They did some really weird things this year.
And then they brought NXT talent out, which I was really excited about. I love NXT.
This was the first year they brought out NXT talent. It was awesome. They did pretty much all the matches.
And I was really excited about that. I was like, yay!
Yeah, we were really excited to see that and be able to actually get that kind of. We don't get that a lot, especially on the West Coast. So it was good to be able to see that talent and meet that talent. I wasn't on crutches this year. Woohoo! For them. But we still met quite a few people.
Yeah.
The lines all together, they moved rather quickly.
Yeah.
Didn't really have any problems. There were times that they were saying no pictures, no this, no that, but it was very rare this year. They were actually, everybody was doing really, really well. We met Shawn Michaels, of course, on Sunday. But we met Christian, we met Cody, 3MB,
The Miz, Rhodes, Adrian, Neville, the NXT Tag Team Champion,
and then
JTG, Justin Gabriel,
Tensai, Brodus Clay, Layla, Lillian, Garcia, Alex Riley, Emma, and Xavier Woods from NXT. So for 3 days, we did a pretty good job. We have no complaints of who we met and everything. Real quick though, one of the things that we wanted to mention, this year we actually had a guest come with us on Sunday. It wasn't just me and her.
On Sunday we took a boyfriend.
We took my boyfriend, his name is JP. He doesn't really watch wrestling. It was a little nerve-wracking because we weren't sure how this was going to go. But it went really, really well. And
he actually wanted to meet The Miz. He wanted to meet JR.
Yeah, he bought himself a program. And even when me and her were in line for Shawn Michaels, he went and met people, and he sat there and he watched NXT, and he had a really good time. And so that just means, if you have friends that maybe don't watch wrestling, you're a little nervous about bringing them, bring them. He had a really great time.
I was supposed to go to the movie theater right next door.
Yeah, so. I mean, but but he had a really great time. He enjoyed it. He actually had a really great time. He was a little confused at SummerSlam. A little confused because he doesn't really watch wrestling, but he had a really great time, and it was nice to know that even if there's someone who maybe is not into it, they can still go and really enjoy themselves. Because they are very larger than life. You see the big pictures, and then they're sitting there. It is, even if you don't watch it, it's kind of like, wow, that's a big wrestling dude. ICC number 5 this year is Alex Riley. We met him Sunday morning, and we actually met him before Axxess. They did a thing this year, which was awesome.
It was a mammogram truck.
Yeah, they had a mobile mammogram truck for women who maybe don't have insurance, but are older women that needed mammograms, and they were it was Alex Riley, Layla, and Lillian Garcia, and it was actually outside of Axxess. It was right outside.
It was on the one side, so if you didn't know about it, because the people that we lined up knew about it, but the people on the other side didn't know, so I really felt bad for them.
We knew that they were going to be there, so we aimed to get there a little early because we wanted to meet Alex Riley, and we walked right over. They had the barriers set up, and they did some interviews. They were interviewing some cancer survivors, and they were interviewing people, which is awesome because breast cancer is something that
runs in our family.
Runs in our family, and definitely we have an aunt that's fighting it right now, and something that we take very seriously. And it was good to see them doing interviews and being very compassionate. There was one lady that was crying, and Alex Riley got up and gave her a big hug, and it was very kind of,
cute and touching.
Very cute and touching, but there were not a lot of fans. But Alex Riley made the Instant Classic Countdown because apparently
they were going down the line, and like Alex Riley was like coming and was like, ooh, Alex, and then he'll stop aside for she's like, aww, and then like he'll stop moving and she's like, Alex, and then he'll stop and she's like, aww. She seemed so mad, but yeah, like so excited, like they're so cute.
I was very excited. I wanted to meet Alex Riley, and apparently I couldn't control it that much, but it was kind of funny because I would look down, he would just start laughing, and I didn't realize I was doing that. I knew she kept laughing, but I couldn't figure out. It wasn't until after later on that she had told me she was doing an impression of me, so apparently it was quite obvious.
And then like he came, and like I had a picture I took of him. Was it first season of Next? That was like 2010.
It was his season of Next, and the best thing, it was the second season because Daniel Bryan was his.
Oh yeah, second season of NXT.
Anyways, she's studying photography, and so she had brought some of her great pictures to get signed. The moment he saw the picture that she had of him, he immediately complimented it, said it was a great shot, and he signed it, and he really liked it. He was very friendly. He signed all of our stuff. Took a picture with us, and then he actually took a picture of my boyfriend. Although my boyfriend did have the line of the night.
So she's like, oh, it's a picture of my baby. He's like, you better not be your baby.
Yeah. Even Alex thought that was funny because I totally, my boyfriend showed me the picture of him and Alex Riley, and I made the smart ass remark, oh, my baby, and without missing a beat, my boyfriend's like, he better not be your baby. And even Alex Riley thought that was hilarious.
He turned and looked and just cracked up laughing.
So, but it was really cool, and Alex Riley's always been a really great guy, so we're really glad that we got to meet him. For the ICC number 4.
It's Justin Gabriel and Tensai. She met Justin Gabriel the night before, and I didn't go with because I'm very OCD about time, so I didn't think we had enough time. So I was really mad that I couldn't meet him, so I made her go meet him again the next day.
Which was cool because I love Justin, but she had 2 pictures she wanted to get signed, and since I had gotten one signed the night before, I had volunteered to take it.
So it was a picture of Justin and Cody, and like I was meeting Tensai, and like I looked over and he's like drawing the mustache on Cody.
When I had gone up there, I had told him, that she was studying photography and she wanted him to sign it. And he had made the remark, he's like, I should totally draw Cody's mustache on him. And me being a total smartass, I'm like, do it, it'd be hilarious. And so he grabs the marker and he starts doodling it on him. And at that point, Dawn looks over and I'm like, Dawn, he drew the mustache on Cody, look. And she was like, oh my god, that's amazing. And then he picks it up and he shows it to Tensai. He's like, look, I drew Cody's mustache on him. And Tensai's like, that's awesome. He's like, did you even win that match? And at that point, me and Dawn totally forgot. And we were like, I think he did. We're not sure. Those guys were really nice. Tensai was in I've heard some kind of mixed things about him, but he was in a really good mood. Very friendly. Very friendly. Had a big old smile on his face. It was really cool.
I felt bad because I have a picture of him. I'm like, I'm so sorry. He's like, no, it's fine.
Yeah, he was very chill, very cool guy. And Justin Gabriel is always a sweetheart.
Yeah,
so
I adore Justin Gabriel.
It was awesome. It was very funny. But she still has that picture of Cody. Yeah. And that night was the night he shaved off his mustache.
So I'm happy. I'm like, oh my god, Justin, that was so cute for you. I'm like, man, he doesn't have a mustache anymore.
But maybe he'll grow it back.
Maybe.
So that brings us to ICC number 3.
Which is Cody Rhodes and Adrian Neville. Oh, the ex-tag team champions of NXT. The no longer tag team champions.
They're next talent, in case you don't know. We actually didn't know they were signing. She has been a fan of Corey Graves for a while.
Yes.
And it was kind of really hilarious because at the moment we had, it was Saturday morning.
Yeah, and like,
it was almost the end of the session.
It was like 30 minutes left, and I was like, unless I want to go see who's doing a match. And because I'm like, I guess he's not out here very much. Or
I had to go tie my shoe, so she went over to the ring, and I had stepped over in one little area to tie my shoe. I just happened to look up at the VIP booth just because I was curious who was signing, and I saw Corey Graves. And immediately when I saw Corey Graves, I was like, oh shoot! So I went running. I didn't even tell her. I grabbed her by the backpack. And I just start like tugging her along.
I was like, what the hell?
She's like, what's going on? What's going on? And all I could say was, Corey's signing, Corey. And at that point, I heard her go, oh crap. And we ran up to the thing, and it was a VIP line, so I was like, well, there's no way. And the moment we walk up, they're like, oh yeah, go on in.
So we were like 5th and 6th people in line. We're like,
there was only like 6 people there. They had the next tag team belts. They didn't. Nobody knew they were there. They didn't announce it. They just kind of put them there, and we walked up and we got a picture. They were both really great guys. She flipped out.
I couldn't even talk. Like I was shaking, and like the player's like, look at her, she's shaking. Like shut up. I'm like, oh. I'm like,
she hung on to me the whole time, but they were really nice. Corey Graves was really, really nice. Adrian was kind of quiet. He seemed kind of shy, but. They were very, very nice. Corey said he loved LA. He said he's like, I may not leave. He's like, I might just stay here.
I'm like, do it.
But he did say that they're trying to get next on TV out here.
And then was like, yeah, that's what she said. And then I'm like, I'm sorry.
So that was kind of a little confirmation for all those rumors we've been hearing. But they were really nice. I recommend it. Very nice guys. Corey is a very good-looking man. I'm not going to lie.
And Adrian is very, like, we watched his match, and oh my god, I told him, like, Melissa, wait, watch this move.
He's really nice, very cool. It was awesome. It was really great to meet that type of talent.
I've been wanting to meet,
very nice.
I wanted to meet them in so long, because like, oh my god, yay.
For number 2 is also next talent.
Xavier Woods and Emma. Oh, I love Emma.
They were actually the last people we met. We met them Sunday night. We had just gotten out of Shawn Michaels' line, and they had made the announcement as we were walking. It was me, Dawn, and my boyfriend.
We had it between Emma and Xavier, Paige and Bo, and we didn't know about
CJ and Tyler. Yeah.
We didn't know about CJ and Tyler yet, but we knew about the other
We were originally trying to find Ted DiBiase Sr., but I heard that he ended up not showing up. I don't know the story about that. But we immediately jumped into Emma and Xavier's line.
Because I love Emma and I love Xavier.
Xavier Woods, let me tell you, that guy has got such a personality.
We were in line.
Even in line, he was making. They took a couple of the sheets and they wrote their Twitter names down, and they took the markers and they attached it to the thing, so everyone could see their Twitter. And then one family came up and they all had
like the sheet mask of the Wyatt family.
So Xavier Woods took one of their sheet masks and wore it during the photo, and it was hilarious.
And then like we went there and like Xavier was like, I'm hungry, so like he grabs like this bag of chips from behind the table and he like opens it and he starts like eating it, and then like the boy's like, dude, that's my chips. He's like, oh dude, I'm sorry. Like it felt bad. I'm like, that's a hill turn, just stealing people's chips. Like,
they were very friendly, very funny, very happy to be there. Yeah. We had actually tweeted Emma earlier. She had told me she taught me the Emma dance. So she went up there and she had told Emma that she had tweeted her and that she had taught me the Emma dance. And the funny thing was Xavier looks right at me and he's like, "Do you know it? Do you know it?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then he turns to Dawn. He's like, "Do you know it?"
And like I did it, and then like Melissa went down cheated it, and then like.
And then I went up there, and Xavier Woods was very friendly. He was like, "Oh, she just sold you out." And I was like, "I know." But the first thing they saw my Shawn Michaels VIP bracelet, and they asked like how Shawn was, which was kind of cool to talk to a wrestler about how legendary Shawn Michaels was. Yeah. And we were talking, I watched him when I was a kid, and they were like, yeah, me too, I used to watch him all the time, and it was very much, it was like talking to other fans. It was really weird, but they were very, very friendly, and it was really cool. And then, we were both really sunburned at that point, and my boyfriend had went up afterwards, and he had met them, and he had told Xavier Woods, that's my girl, and he's like, well, which one? And he's like, the red one.
He's like,
and they're both red. And he's like, okay, the tall one. And he's like, I've been trying to like protect her from the sun. And Xavier Woods had the best line because he goes, that's what us men got to do. We got to be like Shadow, And my boyfriend's like, I'm trying, man, I'm trying. But, so apparently Xavier Woods feels like he needs to be a shadow for his women. But it was funny. They were very friendly. I highly recommend if you want to meet them, definitely.
Try to go meet them.
Emma was as sweet as can be. Yeah. She,
beautiful as fuck.
They're
I'm
really
sorry she is.
great people. Like, very friendly. I can't wait to see them on the main roster. that brings us to the ICC number 1.
Which is Cody Rhodes. I love that man.
Cody has made the ICC quite a lot.
Yeah.
Cody was kind of...
We had it between him and someone else for number 1, but the other person went to Priceless Person.
Cody was, he was very funny because he was signing with Christian, and we'll get to Christian in a little bit, but...
I went first, and we had a thank you card for Cody for a different story.
Which will be on a different episode.
We'll get to that later, and I had a thank you card from him, and I had him sign a photo that I took of him, and, like, I put it down, he's like, oh, he's like, when was this? He's like, it's such a great show, and I was like, oh my god, yay! And, like, I was like, oh, it's from this show, and, like, I was like, I don't know if you remember us, but you did something really cool for us.
This had been about a year since we had seen him last.
We've seen him, like, a year later, and I was like, I don't know if you remember us, but you did something really awesome, we want to say thank you, so we got you a little card. He's like, oh, thank you, you know, he's like, I'll put it, someone made him a hat, so he's like, I'll put it with my hat. So, like, he put on his hat, I'm like, oh, okay, you know, so, like, I turned to leave, and I just got to the top step, and she walked up there.
I had just gotten up there, and I handed him the picture of him and I that we had taken about a year ago.
Okay.
And, the moment I put the picture down, he goes, oh, wait a minute. No.
He's like, you come back here.
Yeah, so
here.
He makes her come back. He's like, no, hold up. He's like, I had to see you two together. He's like, I know who you are. And next thing I know, he gets up, and he walks around the table. Gives us both huge hugs, asking us how we're feeling, because I had knee surgery last time he had seen us. Asking how I was feeling, asking how we were doing. Mm-hmm. Very concerned. And then I told him my knee was feeling better, and then he had told me about his knee injury. And we actually sat there and talked to him for a little bit about his knee injury. He said he wasn't going to do surgery and stuff, but it was just a very quick turn to it because, we were like, oh, he's probably not from members. Next thing I know, he's like, no, I know who you are. So that makes Cody definitely the ICC for the number 1.
I just love that man.
Priceless. Oh, baby, I'm priceless.
Priceless person of SummerSlam Axxess 2013 is Layla.
We were looking for his number 1, but after a long thought, we decided to put Cody as number 1 because this is very, like, a moment with Layla was very more, like, special and very more, like, personable. Not saying Cody's wasn't, but this was very much touching, like.
We actually met Layla at the mobile mammogram booth with Alex Riley and Lillian Garcia. When we met Layla was the first person we met. She was the first person to come down to our area, and she was signing autographs, and I think I had mentioned something to her. I had said, I want to thank you for doing this stuff for breast cancer. I had made this, I said it's something very close that we hold to our heart. It's in our family. Our grandmother is a survivor, and our aunt is fighting it right now.
And she, like, grabbed her hand. She's like, are you guys being, like, seen? Are you guys doing the test? Or, like, she was very much, like...
you could tell she got, like, a little embarrassed because JP was standing right there, and she was like, I know you don't need to hear this, but she was like, are you guys doing the self-exams? Are you getting tested? Are you getting... We at first thought she meant the mammograms, and we were like, well, we're not old enough. And she's like, well, neither am I. She's like, but it runs in my family as well. And she sat there and she held their hands, and she was like, you guys need to, you need to do the self-exams. You need to check up on yourselves, and was very much...
She sat there with us for a good 5 or 10 minutes just
talking about breast cancer and about what you need to do if it is in your family to watch out for yourselves and watch out for... It's a horrible disease, and I had totally forgotten at that moment that her mother had died from it. And it's a horrible disease, and we're very lucky our aunt, they caught it very early, and it's looking really, really well for her. But it's something that it's very close and near and dear to our hearts.
Yeah, and it just felt special, like, for Layla to just sit there and just, like, talk with us about it, and, like, knowing that she went through something similar, and just like
there's like that connection that this same horrible disease has affected her family and has affected ours, and
like she felt genuinely concerned, like, are you guys doing this? Are you guys, like...
It was a very heartwarming moment, and that's why she's a priceless person. And let me just say, I'll pass this on to everyone. If you have it in your family, please, get checked up, do the checks, do your self-exams. Even if you're male, men can get it as well, and it's a very horrible disease, and hopefully they'll bring a cure sooner or later.
Really?
We have one really moment from SummerSlam Axxess 2013.
We have 2, but we're just gonna do one.
This actually happened when we were meeting Christian.
And
Christian and Cody. It's kind of a luck of the draw kind of thing, I guess. It happened to be me and her. At SummerSlam Axxess, there's a lot of cameras.
This year they had the E! News for Total Divas. They had like the regular WWE cameras, and then they had NXT cameras, and they had what other cameras did they have?
Just regular news
There's
footage
regular
cameras.
news cameras. They had like abundance supposedly. It's like there's usually like 2 or 3 cameras. This year there was like a good 5 or 10 cameras running around all at once. Like, it was ridiculous.
And I don't mind so much that. I mean, you kind of expect it.
Because it is WWE.
But the one thing that I did have a problem with was we were in line. We had stood in line for a good half hour, maybe close to an hour waiting.
Right.
And
Christian and Cody.
We went up there. And Christian's my favorite, so I guess it affected me more. Right when we walk up there, this camera crew decides that they're going to interview Christian.
So we had no
So they
interaction
basically told him they said, "You have anything for him to sign?" She had a photo. I didn't have anything. And they basically just had him sign it and then handed it to us while he did the interview, so we didn't get to meet him.
We didn't get to
talk to him. Didn't get any kind of photo with him.
Like, the people in front it happened to them with Cody, because they were doing it to Cody too, and it's kind of like...
It's kind of rude.
Yeah.
Like, we stood in line to meet these people, and then you're just going to throw us an autograph like a freaking dog in a bone. It's like, I didn't, although the autograph is important, I would like to have some interaction. You don't need to cut in front of, you know what I mean? I understand they need to do interviews, but there's a million different ways they could do it. Yeah. They could do it, stop the crowd for 5 minutes and do it really quickly in the beginning. They don't need to do it in the middle.
I do like one question and then let some fans go, then do another question, let some fans go.
It was just, it was very aggravating and maybe I took it a little more to heart because Christian is my favorite.
Like, I would have taken it the same way if it was Cody, because Cody's my favorite, but still, like...
It was very aggravating.
Even if you're not a fan of something, like, even if we went and met Tensai, if it was just Tensai and we went and met Tensai and they went to be it would still been aggravating, because it's like, I really like to meet Tensai. I don't want to spend my time up here while he's interviewing you. Like,
yeah, and it's like, it literally makes you go, really?
Really, guys?
Really?
Really? Like, come on.
But all in all, that was it. SummerSlam Axxess was a lot of fun. It was hot, of course. Got sunburned.
But they got smart this year. They actually had water coolers. So,
and they gave you free Fruity Pebbles, which I totally ate. Yeah. Because I'm a fat ass.
And her boyfriend bought a sandwich. How much did you say? $12 for that sandwich?
Yeah, I told him to bring food, but he don't listen to me. And he ended up buying himself a sandwich, and it was $12.
Yeah.
He said it was good, but I don't know if it was worth $12. Just saying. But otherwise, it was a really great event. I hope if any of you went, you all had a great time. Let us know if you went. Hit us up. Leave us a comment. Leave us, message. Tell us how you had a good time. Tell us about anything cool that happened.
Check us out on Tumblr.
Check us out on Tumblr. Are you the number 2 sisters.tumblr.com. We're there. We're also here on YouTube. Let us know. We're gonna try to get some more shows coming out. It's kind of crazy right now with both of us working. She's in college. I'm trying to get a supervisor gig. It's a little,
thing that's both to death for.
But we're gonna try to crank these episodes out, and let us know. Again, hit us on YouTube, subscribe, comment, like, tell us what's up.
California love.
Everybody to the Wild Wild West, a state that's untouchable like Elliot Ness. The track hits your eardrum like a slug to your chest, like a vest for your Jimmy in the city of sex. We in that sunshine state where the bomb ass him be, the state where you never find a dance floor empty and pimp speed. On a mission for them greens, lean, mean, money making machines, serving fiends. I've been in the game for 10 years making rap tunes. Ever since Honeys was wearing Sassoon, now it's 95 and they clock me in watch me diamond shining, looking like I'm Rob Liberace. It's all good, from Diego to the Bay. Your city is the bomb if your city making pay. Throw up a finger if you feel the same way. Straight putting it down for California, yeah. Like a slow jam, it's West Side.